Here's when car prices will drop like a brick. Unless you've been living under a rock or avoiding the news feed on your phone for the past couple of months, you know the tragic story about car prices. Yep, they skyrocketed. Transaction prices, or what consumers actually pay for their vehicles, increased by 12.2% for new vehicles in January compared to a year ago, according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics Consumer Price Index summary. While prices for used cars were 40.5% higher in the same month. The inventory shortage in 2021, which has now dragged into 2022, originally affected new cars, but this brought demand and pricing to increase for used cars. According to reports, both new and used car prices are finally returning to normal, although it might still take a lot of time. Prices for new cars have calmed down this year. The average transaction price for new cars dropped to $46,404 in January 2022 compared to its record high price in December 2021 of $47,243. However, while the average new car price decreased, interest rates rose 17 basis points higher. Cox Automotive reported that the typical monthly payment for a new car also decreased by 0.8% to $685, compared to a record high of $690 in December 2021. And of course, used car prices are also going down. Both wholesale prices and retail prices declined this year. Wholesale used car prices declined by about 5%, while retail used car prices stayed about flat. However, auto dealers are once again back to negotiating and discounting used cars. Data from Black Book reported that wholesale prices have declined faster compared to retail prices. The week-over-week depreciation of used cars has increased more rapidly than expected, a good thing for soon-to-be used car buyers. Meanwhile, production for new cars will begin to stabilize by the end of 2022 as supply chain problems ease. According to J.D. Power, used car prices will begin to return to normal by late 2022 and early 2023. Consulting firm KPMG also shared the same sentiments, expecting a remarkable drop of 20 to 30% in used car prices after October 2022. Lastly, Kelley Blue Book said that the second half of the year will get better for car buyers since inventory is now slowly recovering, especially in the used car market. Will the chip shortage end anytime soon? But before we continue, go ahead and click the subscribe and like buttons. It takes a lot to make these videos. Your small actions tell YouTube to keep promoting our videos. Thanks. Now back to the video. Stephanie Brinley, a principal analyst at IHS Markit, said that MSRPs aren't going down at the moment. However, there's volatility in transaction prices, decreasing when supply-demand problems stabilize. She also predicted that auto manufacturers will be able to go back to production for new cars by late 2023 or early 2024. Unfortunately, auto manufacturers are still months away from being able to acquire semiconductor chips that they need to return to full production. This is because the interruption in the production of silicon chips still hasn't stabilized due to the pandemic. Carly Chesbra, a senior economist at Cox Automotive, said that the chip shortage is a domino effect that will stay for a long time due to repercussions of 2020 and 2021. He also said that the volume of used cars available on the market in 2023 and 2024 will be considerably lower, which means higher prices for used cars will still be here for 2 more years. Should I wait first before buying a car? If you want to buy a new car, you should be prepared for a sticker price shock. New cars make it even more expensive due to the chip shortage that drove prices up. According to J.D. Power, new car prices had a 16% increase from last year, with an average price to be estimated at $44,832. Buyers are now also finding fewer discounts on new cars, but paying more than the sticker price suggests. New car prices were $1,001 above MSRP and 64% of buyers paid above the MSRP, according to J.D. Power. As the old saying goes, buying a used car will save you money, but in today's situation, that doesn't seem like it. Buyers for used cars are now paying more than ever due to high demand. However, experts predict the used car prices will eventually decline by late 2022 or early 2023 due to improvements in new car production. If you can afford to wait to buy a new or used car, the second half of 2022 is starting to look better for buyers. Inventory is now slowly recovering, especially in the used market. However, prices will never return to pre-pandemic levels. The question now is, when will car prices drop to earth, to the same deals we had before the pandemic hit? Analysts from the industry said that prices will not return to normal anytime soon. Unless production returns back to normal, car prices are still likely to remain high until then. Buyers would still have to pay premium prices for both used and new cars for a long time.